Haven't been around for a while. Been a little MIA. Hey, my cat just literally got her hand stuck on the curtain. I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, guys, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. It's um, it's been there's been a lot going on. Oops, turn that down a little bit. Let me go to the channel real quick. But yeah, we got something cool today. We have we're gonna be doing a Dragon Ball Z painting, as you can see. We got Goku right here. We got right here. We're gonna have oh my gosh, Vegeta. So yeah, so this is like pretty much how I start off my paintings. A little guide outline. I mock it up on Photoshop. I kind of like put everything together, and then I just kind of just start doing my thing. I start kind of just messing around with it as far as tightening. So I feel like right now we're gonna start with Goku, Super Saiyan mode. So there's gonna be a lot of blues, a lot of blacks. It's gonna be very abstract, and that's the look I'm going for. Originally, I was gonna do one painting horizontally, but then I decided like it was just way too small to fit the character of the dragon. So I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be my biggest first Dragon Ball Z painting that I've done. So yeah, I just wanted to get started with you guys and show you guys, you know, how the process is from the beginning, and this is what we do. So I'm gonna start with the backgrounds. I always start with the backgrounds first. So I got the black paint, and we're gonna be putting let's see, we're gonna be putting some let's see, some liquid text. I think tell me to dry it out. Sometimes paint dries out, but that's alright. I got another black paint, so we're good. We're Gucci. Yeah, so originally, it was just random. I just happened to go pass by a Dragon Ball Z picture, and I realized I had never done a painting before. So I was like, why not? Let's do it. All right, so I'm just getting started right now. Let me go in the chat. Let's see. So we're live right now. Alright, so right now we're going to start really simple. I'm just going to start with the background. Yeah, there's different ways of painting. So if you guys want to do your own way of doing it, I just like to start with the background. So, I'm gonna do this color here. Let me see if this moves too much. I'm gonna have to just put one at a time. And this is pretty much like the part where you kind of just start separating between the character and the background. Let me keep going right here. And then pretty much all this black, I'm gonna blend in like some blue. So you're not gonna see a lot of this black, because there's gonna be like this glowy effect that I'm gonna put on the hair, and a lot of it's gonna be very translucent onto the background. But I just still wanted to show you like the process. I'm just waiting for my phone to. Oh shoot! You know what? You're not even plugged in. Here you guys go. I just wanted to plug you guys in, but as you can see, there's a few of my pieces just so you guys could get an idea of what I paint. So I did this 2024 for an art show. It was a Day of the Dead art show, so yeah, it was pretty fun. This is not the original. I sold the original. So right now I just have, this is a print copy that I had for an art show. So so yeah, I just wanted to just show you guys some context on, you know, my work. You know, because right here it's just very basic, very generic, so you can't really see. The only downside with these canvases is like it dries pretty quick. Paint dries on it really quick. So get that. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Then we're gonna come in here and just kind of, I mean, whenever you're doing background, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just as long as you have a guide, that's all that matters. Make sure you have your guide. And right here you can see that the dragon is going to be the focal point. These are the side skirts. And then this is the dragon goes into the behind the head right here. So right now you'll see the separation that we're going to do. Yeah, so this is part one, and I feel like right now we're just gonna do as much as we can of Goku, and then we're just gonna kind of just build as we go. So this is part one of the live stream. So I hope you guys follow along. You guys see some cool art, and grow the channel, man. That's what we're trying to do here. Do something different. Some cool art. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, this is my first attempt at a Dragon Ball Z painting, and it's like I make it my own. So what I do is I get reference pictures, some ideas, and then I kind of just start changing the position, changing the shapes, and I really want to make his uniform, his gi. I want to make it very like beaten, you know, like he's been through it and stuff like that. So that's kind of like my style. I like to have make things look weathered, and I want him to glow, you know, to be like very, very translucent, like he's like powering up. So right here, this is the back part. You just gotta dip the brush in water. I know it doesn't make sense right now, but it will in due time. Alright, let's see. Alright, it's looking good, looking good. Alright. Yeah, I'm locking in right now, guys, so if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know and I'll check back. Yeah, then that's his back right there. Alright, so now we gotta add more black. Alright. I think I gotta get a bigger brush. No, this brush is dried out already. No bueno. So I know I have another brush. I don't remember where I left it, but let me see. See if I can find it. Just letting my, oh, I found it. There you go. There we go. Sometimes the bristles get very, very hard from the last painting, so you kind of have to break it in a little bit. And just kind of it just covers way more ground. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to take. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of feather in the middle so you kind of can see how they're kind of conjoined, and then I'm gonna take this off and then focus on him, and then we'll put them back together because the canvas is just moving around way too much. It sucks because I just painted the the background, so now we're gonna have a crazy looking background. Okay, so that's the other arm, and then that's gonna be inside of the arm. So it's kind of like his arm's kind of flexing straight right here. His bicep. Man, he got a big old bicep. It's kind of gonna go down there. So. Alright, so I think that's good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of move the canvas because I feel like it's in the way. So, alright, let's move this. We'll take this out for now. See, it's kind of holding it together. Put that there. And bring this in. Right there, chat. What do you guys think? Yeah, see, it's more sturdy, more secure. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. So I guess right now I'm just gonna do all the base coats. So I'm gonna do gray in the hair, and then kind of level up in different layers of blue. So we'll get started on that. I want to do something like a cool gray gradient. So let's see. I think I have some. Oh yeah, I do have some gray. So I have some gray right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of white and blue. So put that right there. Add a little bit of white. I think I'm out of white. Hold on. Oh no, I got some right here. I thought I had some white, but I do have some. I just can't find it. This always happens to me. Sorry, chat. I know I have like a big bottle of white. Oh, I found it. I swear in my studio, everything's all over the place. So we're gonna put a little bit of white in here. Then for now, we're gonna put a little bit of light ultramarine blue. We got that good stuff. And then we're just gonna put like a hint. Like a little hint. Let's see. And it's gonna kind of be like a bluish gray. Alright, now put that right there. Mix it up a little bit. it's pretty close. And then we're just gonna kind of build different layers on it. So. Then we're gonna do the next layer. We got one here. Like before we do any black, we're gonna try to do all the base coats, and then we're gonna come in with the black and kind of just start outlining it. We got the 2 spikes. We got one right here. Try not to get too much to the edge right now, just because like it's still kind of fresh on the bottom, so I'm gonna kind of just go around it. And I'm gonna just leave like a little white gap, just so I know where the cut lines are from the hair. So we'll start doing that. Now, I will tell you one thing, if you're a painter, learning how to paint, what a lot of artists do not tell you is water is your best friend. So if your brush gets a little, like if it's too dry, just slightly like dip it in the water. Just so it helps it like, takes that dryness away, and then it just ends up working like a brand new brush. Alright, so crazy because right now it might not look like much, but you'll start seeing everything start coming together. We gotta lock in, chat, lock in. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna take a few steps back. Alright. Here, I'm gonna move you guys right here so you guys can see a little bit better. I don't want to be in the way. And then we just kind of lock in one at a time. This is actually my favorite part of the painting in the beginning, because it's like I don't even know what it's gonna look like. I mean, I have my guides, but that's it. Something might change in this experience, and that's what I love about it. Because you can mess up. Messing up is like the best thing, because you learn a lot from messing up. So right there. See right here? This is supposed to be black right here, this little triangle, and I kind of saw it in my reference, in my guide. make some more of this blue gray. But I like it. It's coming together. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's funny because it's like it could be one painting on its own, and then when I do Vegeta, it's like it's gonna be sick, man. I'm super excited. All right, let's make some more blue, some more blue gray. All right, so we're gonna be doing. So we got that. We put a little bit of white. Then we go here with the gray. And then what we're gonna do is mix it up. And then we're gonna get like a cool, very cool gray color. So you need to add a little more gray. Just a little more gray. And then we just mix it up. All right, let's continue. And it's fine if it's not the same, and it's a little off because there's going to be different tones anyway. So you're going to be able to see the separation. It's just going to be like a pretty generic base coat. And you watch when I start layering it, you'll be able to tell the difference. All right, then he has a big. Damn. So technically, this is all his hair. So I messed up. Here, maybe a gap there. And then that's black right there. So let's put black, some more water. Okay, now there's gonna be. One here, and then there we go. Oops. And it's cool because when you're painting, as you're moving through, then you start to let this part dry, and then once you're finished here, you can go back if you want to work fast. That's the best thing about acrylic. Acrylic dries so quick. When you're working at other spots, you can kind of just go back and hit the other areas. Like right now is a perfect time to paint because it doesn't. It's the summertime is the worst because it dries way too quick. When you're trying to do blends, that's the only downside. But right now it's like perfect weather, sweater weather. And you go here. Now I'm gonna paint this with a lot of it's gonna be loose, very loose, because that's where I want to give it that style, that very loose, whimsical style. Alright, you guys can see okay. Alright, the lighting looks okay. Alright. Okay, and then now I'll leave a little gap right there so I can see it. And there's another. Go straight. not saying anybody could paint. I mean, anybody could cook, anybody could paint. It just takes a little bit of time, and then you'll get it. Practice, 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 practice. I'm always learning too. Every time there's something new that I always learn. A new technique, different type of brush. It's like you never know. There's these brushes that I want to try. They're called treble brushes. I heard they're really good. One of my actually my roommate, he paints too, and he was telling me about them. So eventually I will be getting some. And then this is the back. Has a few little spikes. A little sheen here, sheen here. There you go. Alright, see now it's already dry on this side. Just a little bit more. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna do that little part, the little black part right up there, right here. That way it'll show the head. Can you guys see it from there? I'll give you guys a close up. You could kind of start seeing it tie in, and then there's Charizard right there. We got the Porsche GT3. But yeah, those are some pieces that I have. I got stuff right here, but yeah. We're working, guys, we're working. Here, I'll just put it right there. That way I'm not in the way. Alright, so what's next? Alright, so we're gonna do the ghee. We're gonna do the orange and the ghee. And then we're gonna go in and do after the ghee, then we'll start doing the skin tones. And we're gonna do like some different, really dark skin tones. I really want to show a lot of definition in this piece, so you're gonna see more depth into it, and you're gonna see a lot of. It's crazy. You're gonna see a lot of dark and glowing features at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, that's crazy. I never painted Dragon Ball Z before, so it's gonna be an interesting one. But yeah. Sometimes I like to come back and take a few steps back, kind of look at it, see what else I can do or what something that I'm missing. I like to just kind of step back. All right, guys. So, but yeah, we're just gonna paint this part right here. From there, we're gonna do the tones on the face right here. Then we'll do that after. We're gonna do the ghee right now. That's what we're gonna focus on right now is the ghee. So I'm gonna look for an orange, which is right here. All right, let's see. Yeah, sometimes I like to like blend. It's gonna be a different style for sure that I'll be working on. Hold on, let me throw on my Apple Watch so I can keep track of time. All right, it's already 6:41. We kind of started around Oh, we've been into it 30 minutes. Right on. Hold on, I think there's a message. Somebody wrote a message. Oh, I guess not. Okay, guess we're good. All right, let's see. All right, so now what we're gonna do is start doing the heat. He goes here. Then you got the. Let's see. You got the logo. I might put an Inkbomber logo right there on the chest. Alright, let's see. So it goes here. Bam. Bam. I'm not too worried about the creases or whatever. So, and it's pretty transparent, so you can kind of see. You can see the pencil sketch. So I'm not really too worried about it. Let's get it, guys. Get it. Oh, damn. And still gonna. It's just the reason why it's like I gotta push harder on this canvas because I'm not using any gesso on it. I didn't sand it down. I just kind of like to I like to work the paint in. So it's just the canvas has a little bit of indentations, so you kind of have to work the paint in those crevices. It's a little extra work, but I don't know, it's just the way I like it. I like to just struggle more. I like to suffer, but in the end, it's like really rewarding because I didn't cut any corners. I just kind of went with it. Yeah, normally I do have an easel where I put it on my my easel, but the easel just takes up a lot of space. And I don't know, I just like working like this. Keeps me from sitting down, being lazy. Let's check it out. Take a couple steps back. Okay, let me move a little bit closer. I really want it to focus in. Just need to make sure. Just need to check something real quick. Alright, so his gi does come down here. That's his arm. So it goes here. Alright, cool. Alright, let's take a couple steps back, see how it looks. Alright, cool, that looks cool. Alright, I'm happy with it. Let's see, I just gotta do. Alright, that's just the cut off. Okay. Need to get a little bit more orange. So I think what I'm gonna do is, just so you guys can get an idea, those of you that jump in the chat, I'm gonna do the face and the hair first, just so you guys could see the detail, and then you guys could kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look. Because I know I'm new to the space. I'm also gonna be doing a collab with 2022, the year 2022. I know that sounds weird, but I have a painting that I did in 2022, and some of it came out cool. The concept was cool. Normally when I scan my paintings, I don't like to touch them. To me, they're finished, but this painting never got scanned. So it's going to be an intricate piece. I'm going to collaborate with it, because I'm going to leave some parts of 2022 and then add 2026 into it. So you're going to have 2 different years on that painting, which I find interesting, because you have 2 different mindsets. I'm just going to enhance it a little bit more, and then we'll scan it. It tells a dope story too. I guess that's just the artist in me. I just think of crazy things. So we'll let that dry. All right, I'm gonna put the mic on now. I think it's about that time to put the mic. So let me do that. You guys should be able to hear me. Can you hear me? Testing 1 2. Normally I have the camera flipped so you can see me, but the camera is just not the best quality camera, so I just use the one in the back of the phone. All right, so now we're gonna work on the face. So we're gonna do the skin color, and then from there we're gonna start layering the face. So I'm gonna put all the detail in here, and you can kind of start seeing where the direction that we're going, and then we'll move on to the hair, and then you guys could just start, uh, seeing the differences on this canvas. So I am going to need what's that white? I'm gonna need titanium white by Nova Color, not sponsored. But yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna kind of layer it and do darker layers. I know right now you can't really see it, the detail yet, but you'll trip out when you look back in this video. You'll be able to see the different stages of this piece. All right, we're gonna be using this. All right. There's a little bit of orange in here, but that's okay. Okay, so that's supposed to be like a white highlight, so I'll leave that open. And then that's his eyebrow. Okay, that's the eye. All right, take a little step back.
That's gonna be his blue eyebrow, kind of going in there. And then he does have blue eyebrows kind of going down. So we're gonna do the white eyes first, and then go from there. Oh yeah, let me do the ear. So you might as well just go down the neck. Then he has like a That's fine. I'm not gonna do too much. I really want to see you guys. I want you guys to be able to see the detail in the face. So I'm gonna focus on the face right now. Give you guys some context. All right. So now I gotta get a little more black. Get that corner. And I need to buy more black too. I'm running out. All right. So now we're gonna do some cutting too. All right, there we go. Sorry guys, I locked in for a little bit. Sometimes sometimes it's like that. All right, guys, let's see. All right, now I'm gonna just do the white eyes. I'll get a little bit closer. I got these new lights, so hopefully they're working out for you guys. All right, so now we add the white in the eyes and the eyebrows. But I think right here I'm gonna just draw on the eyebrow, but let's do it. Definitely gonna need to go buy some more white. I'm running out. Running out. The only thing that sucks about writing things in pencil, like drawing it in with pencil, it tends to smudge. That's the only downside. Okay, that's the eyebrow right here. Actually, the eye doesn't even show, so it's just here. And that's blue, that's blue. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's start doing like the darker tone. And I believe it's kind of like I think it's like a I have this color or like a raw sienna. Actually, let me see. It might be the Mars yellow. Yeah, I think this is a color. So we're gonna use this to do the undertone, the next layer of dimension on the face. You know, I just had an idea. This would be cool as a painting, like to show like all the detail on it to make it look realistic. I think that would look pretty cool. Just saying, guys, just saying. All right, so this is it's gonna look weird at first, but it's gonna be cool. So bear with me. All right. I need a little bit. Put a little. You don't want to put a hint of black in there. It needs to be like a dark tone. That's better. This is a part where you have to like trust the process because it doesn't look right now, but it will. Mm. A little bit of water. So it's gonna have a cut line here. All right, now we're gonna use a blending brush. Let's see. All right, this is my blending brush. It blends everything together. So right now, looks like crap. Now we're gonna do a darker color. Sorry, I'm in y'all's way. So now we're gonna go get a little more black. Actually, they're supposed to be that right there. And that goes there. All right. All right, so now we're gonna start. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just I need to smoothen the face a little bit better because it's gonna be easier for when I do the blending. Okay. And we got that. A little dip. I'll have to cut it in here because I think I went too high with some brown, so I'll just do that later. Okay. Now we're gonna use a smaller brush, a very small brush. And this is I don't think this is a 00, but let me see. It's just a 0. So we'll be using this. Start putting some detail into the face. And don't worry about it being like that. Everything's gonna work out. You got to believe, guys. You got to believe. All right. Let's do it. Okay. Gotta get the face just right. Yeah, hold on 1 second. The brush. Because sometimes the brushes are not they don't dry right. So like they don't have paint on them. It's just like the water, they just get all like stiff. So I have to like break it in a little bit. So this is gonna go. That's it. Come on, man. Frustrating. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I gotta use a different brush. This brush is broken. Let's see what else I could find. Here we go. This one works. There we go. We got lift off. Technically, these are supposed to be like a dark brown, but I'm just gonna do them black. I think they just pop a little bit better. it kind of has this little crease. Then we do another line. Do a little line there. It's funny how this thing takes shape, but sorry if I get quiet, I get locked in. Then he has like a square chin. Like I said, I'm just gonna finish with the face, finish up the face, and that way you guys can have an idea. Then tomorrow or the next day, we'll work on something else. He's like this little bird mouth. Then okay, so then all right, there we go. Don't worry, guys, it's getting there.